Hi guys, I'm Brittany Pio and I have been a wellness advocate with doTERRA since 2019. I'm a licensed massage therapist in New York State. I teach massage at a college and I am a wife and a mama of a 3-month-old baby. So I have dedicated my whole adult life to learning all things about holistic health. I did not grow up that way necessarily. My family was very much, let's go to the doctor, let's pop an ibuprofen, like very disconnected from holistic health. It just was not something that I was brought up around and really far from as a culture in general from what I perceived in my childhood. And even when I went into the field of massage therapy, I more or less went into it because I thought it would be a relaxing career and easy. And I found out it's not easy. You have to learn a lot about the body. And I was introduced to traditional Chinese medicine during that time. And it just struck a chord with me. It made so much sense, just tuning in with the body and the organs of the body and really looking to nature for solutions and answers to our problems. So I was 19 years old, and a lot of the stuff just sunk in and hit me and made so much sense. And it encouraged me to want to live that lifestyle, which can be really hard when you're that young. So once I started teaching massage and I really dove in, I was still taking clients. I had just discovered doTERRA and I realized I wasn't living in accordance with how I wanted to really show up for myself. I was kind of like teaching all my clients and students what to do. And I noticed like my home life wasn't matching up with it. And I always felt very disconnected with doing massage with the impact that I wanted to make. So I knew if I was massaging my client, helping them, it was going to have a ripple effect as to who they show up as when they go home and how they treat people. And, I knew it had a ripple effect. It wasn't like I was just only helping the one person on my table. And even with my students, teaching them, I was still getting fulfilled, but I felt so limited with who I could actually help. It was almost like I was gatekeeping this information. If you weren't my client or my student, I couldn't share with you. And so doTERRA has given me expansion and the ability to share with the masses and to be able to teach just everyday people how to bring plants and holistic health and make it really simple, tangible. Anybody and everybody can make these little shifts and have access to this information. And I don't have to gatekeep it anymore. And so it was the first time I really felt like I could share it. I could share, and people really truly cared about what I had to say. For a long time, I felt like I needed to silence myself because I didn't want to interject on what somebody was doing or necessarily tell them what to do because we're taught that in massage school we have to be really careful of giving advice and how we word things. And doTERRA has allowed me to teach people how to empower themselves with essential oils, how to tie in what I already know with the oils has made a huge difference in my income and in the way that I am able to share with people. So before I would just get paid when I had a client on my table, and my salary with teaching, and like that was it. Like if I wasn't working more, I couldn't make more money. And now I teach people how to use their essential oils, how to get on LRP and have this wellness box come to their home every month. How can they swap out things that they're using that are maybe really toxic with better options? And then I can see that ripple of the income come in months, years later, with just some educational conversations, continuing to follow up, getting my customers excited and in my Facebook groups. So that way they have access to this information, but also they know that they can contact me when they have questions. And a lot of times my favorite thing to do is to be able to show them like where to get the answers. And so that way they're actually learning and I'm not just like spitting out information, but they're able to figure out what works for them. So that's like where my teacher side gets to come in too. And I just absolutely love what this business has given me as far as being able to help massive amounts of people, way more than just people who I had been massaging in the past or teaching about massage. And thankfully, I have my background, but I don't want that to ever intimidate anybody because you can totally do this without a background in holistic health too. So I hope that was helpful. And if you are a struggling holistic healer, then make sure you add this residual income into your life